YouTube, welcome back. Dub Digital Crypto News, Macro Trends. Give me subscribe if you appreciate that content. I'm trying to bring you the hottest crypto content on the internet. By popular demand, we're gonna go over Decred. One of the homies on Twitter hit me up and said, Dub Digital, can you do me a solid, cover Decred? Can you cover DCR? And I said, hell yeah. Because this channel, guys, ain't just a channel, it's a team. And I love it when my team is feeding me coins to look at. Let's get into it. We're sitting out here on the DCR BTC pair because I love me those Satoshis. I got good and bad news. Bad news is the boy needs a haircut, but my barber's out of town. The good news is DCR has never been lower. Let's do a quick recap. You know, I like to start on the weekly time frame so we can get a holistic view of Decred as an asset. Decred's actually been in this space for a while, guys. This chart on Bitrex shows that it dropped on the exchange in 2016, but Decred's really been around, I think it's 2014, 2015. We're gonna check it out. But I mean, honestly, compared to all these coins, Decred's looking like an OG coin, right? Any coin that goes through a pump and drops, how long was this bear market? 1,300 days of approximately 96%? Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that. That tells me that the coin has longevity. Dub Digital, what you mean longevity though? I mean it has some serious supporters. I mean it has some serious hodlers that ain't gonna drop a coin. So basically this thing dropped on Bitrex 2016, but early 2016, Decred did like a quick pump, 200%, and continued to drop about 88% or so. That drop lasted approximately 2/4 of a year, but then we had 2017, one of my favorite years in my entire life. Great year for wine. This thing shot up in January 575%, corrected down 48%, then continued its pump, its epic pump, a pump for the ages, y'all. 1,163%. It's like Ethereum percentages, crazy. But as you can see, dropped 51%, and there's a series of all these up, down, up, down. And for the remainder of that time till now, it's been in a downtrend pretty severely. And like I say in investing, guys, there's good with the bad and bad with the good. It's always bad for someone, but it's always good for somebody else, because there's two sides of a trade, always. Anyone who bought up here, bought at the top, this is horrible, y'all. They only have like 4% of what they invested in. But if you happen to buy down here in this area, this is like historic gains. You don't even need that many of these to make some serious moolah, you feel me? Dub Digital, what you talking about, man? You always talking about this weird stuff, man. Telling me it's good that a coin went down? You're crazy, bro. What do we know about history, y'all? History doesn't repeat, but it oftentimes rhymes. This looks a lot. Yeah, sure. This is higher. It was at a higher Satoshi level, more severe downtrend. This happens to be more sustained and prolonged, but, and I emphasize the but, always. What happens when this thing is finished bleeding off and volume starts picking up and we get our first initial pump? We're gonna be seeing something similar to this. Dub Digital, you crazy, man. This thing's dead. This thing dropped 94%, 96%. Why would it come back? You're dumb, bro. Yeah, calm down. Let me get into the daily. So now we sitting out here on the daily. I drew a nice little shape for y'all, triangle, and we're done. End of video. Just kidding, guys. Chill out. Dub Digital, you play too much. And why the heck are you just drawing a triangle? I'm tired of just seeing these random shapes on your charts, man. What is this, Sesame Street? Well, guys, you know, I'm kind of a simple guy. I don't like to do all these indicators. I look at the volume. What do we see in volume? Ever since November 2017, this thing's been declining, drying out drastically. We have a decrease of price. What do I always say? Decrease in volume, decrease in price, authentic price action, y'all. And as the price bled down and the volume came out and all the money left and people rage quit because their money went from a lot to nothing, that is exactly where we can find opportunity, guys. A lot of people run for the hills, but unfortunately opportunity disguises itself a lot like danger. But my followers already know that because you're part of the wolf pack. We ain't scared. We analyze, react. Analyze, react. Leave the emotions at the door. Dub Digital, what the heck? I like to buy coins that are going up because it means my money goes up, and I like it when it goes up, and it makes me feel good when it goes up. Yeah, it goes up, and people are saying the same thing when they're buying up in here, feeling all cool, think they're a genius. Oh yeah. Let's put all our money in. Bang. Let's go ahead and throw a fib retracement on this sucker so we can understand what's going on. So just looking at it pretty rudimentarily here, guys, this thing is past the 78.6 Fibonacci level. So if you're new to my channel, guys, the Fibonacci sequence is basically a set of values, numbers that keep repeating all throughout physics, all throughout charting, all throughout pretty much everything. Why? I got no idea, but It does work. Hair grows in a similar pattern as a Fibonacci spiral. Shells form in a similar pattern of the Fibonacci sequence. It's a lot of things we don't understand, but we can use repeating patterns to predict future patterns. That's what charting is all about. So moral of the story, guys, this thing corrected a lot. It's like very corrected. So Dub Digital, are you calling the bottom, bro? Are you saying this is it, bro? I don't know if it's the exact bottom, but the way I invest is that it's not so important to get the exact bottom. It's as long as you buy along the bottom. Whether it continues to drop 50%, whatever. As long as you're looking at the asymmetric risk that this thing can shoot up another 2,000, 3,000%. We always look in the upside. It's up to you to manage your risk accordingly. And the good thing is, I just did a video on that. So essentially, guys, what this triangle is showing you an expected area of breakout. We're looking at approximately another 75 days to a breakout, but remember, just because the apex of the triangle is right here in January 2021 doesn't mean that it has to wait till this very nexus point to do it and break out. A lot of the times I see premature breakouts. That's why it's called an expected breakout, y'all. Dub Digital, you're losing me, bro. I'm not following. Okay, more of the story is this. The price point that we're currently at in November 2020 is similar to the price point we were at January 2017. 2017 was a great year for crypto, and I don't believe I went over what a triangle breakout actually looks like on the graph with you guys, so let's go over that real quick. Since what we're looking for is a little boop. This trend line at the top of the triangle is formed from the top of the all-time high in March 2017. Then the next point that touches the line is June 2018. What essentially happens when an asset breaks out of this long-term trend line is it's breaking inertia. It's breaking the force keeping it down. It's overcoming the selling pressure that's occurring on this asset. And right now, guys, if you're following crypto, the selling pressure is real. So essentially what this is its first attempt to defy gravity. But if we believe in patterns, but if we are analysts of charts, we firmly believe that patterns that happened in the past tend to repeat themselves or similarly occur in the future. Yeah. That's all cool. That's all good. Well, what the heck is Decred? Glad you asked. Let's get into it. Decred builds on the strengths of Bitcoin and improves on areas where Bitcoin is weak. Several members of the Decred team were originally part of the Bitcoin development community and most notably built the second most used Bitcoin node implementation. Participating in Bitcoin's blockchain development firsthand, they identified weaknesses in the Bitcoin protocol and decided to build Decred to address and improve upon Bitcoin. Wow. That is OG. Sounds pretty OG to me. I had to read that part to you guys just to help you understand just how long Decred's really been in the game. And it was actually started as an improvement upon Bitcoin itself to address some of the pain points that they knew about already in 2015. But let's get a little more into the coin itself. Decred prides itself on security, adaptability, and sustainability. In terms of security, Decred basically is a hybrid proof of work, proof of stake model that secures its network. Decred employs a combination of POW and POS to yield the best of both systems, mitigate their weaknesses, and deliver a layered consensus mechanism that makes it far more secure than other cryptocurrencies. Decred uses conventional POW with the Blake 256 hash algorithm, and it is mined exclusively by ASICs. Decred's holders time lock their funds to purchase tickets in a lottery. Those tickets are added to a pool of roughly 41,000 tickets, and 5 tickets are selected to validate the proof of work for the previous blocks. If at least 50% of the tickets approve the work of the miner's reward is approved and the block is added to the blockchain. So it works in a kind of symbiosis where you have miners providing proof of work security, but also you have stakers who get rewarded with tickets. Of those holders that have lottery tickets, only a small minority are picked each time. And if a majority of those tickets approve what the miner is doing and says that they're acting responsibly, then the miner gets rewarded and the lottery ticket holders get rewarded. And in this way, we have checks and balances. And another benefit of Decred where I think is interesting is the resistance to 51% attacks. Because a block must include 3 or more ticket votes to be valid, blocks must be broadcast on the network as they are mined for the chain to proceed. So miners cannot mine in secret. The result is that an attacker must have considerable combination of hash power and stake to successfully execute a majority attack. Decred voters are also set to reject a reorg of greater than 6 blocks. So any attack involving a deep reorg is unlikely to be accepted by the network. When comparing the cost of an attack on Decred to that of a pure POW cryptocurrency, the cost of an attack on Decred is an order of magnitude greater. Guys, that's about 10 times greater. Plus, any attacker with a stake would be taking actions counter to their interests. And you know, guys, this checks and balances and incentive model incentivizes everyone in line to actually work in the best interest of Decred. And as you can see in this chart, since 2017 to 2020 over time, hash rate has risen in tandem with ticket pool value. So guys, in layman terms, what this is basically saying is this thing's doing what it's supposed to do, just like it was designed to do in terms of network security. Very impressive stuff, and I appreciate the hybrid approach. Best of both worlds. In order to evolve and endure in the long term, Decred has engineered a means to continuously adapt. Decred facilitates formal agreement, helping to avoid contentious hard forks and maintain a unified community during the process. This kind of reminds me of Tezos, where the protocol is self-amending and requires majority consensus in order to move in a specific direction, so you don't have a Bitcoin Cash Bitcoin problem. You guys want to kill a coin? Want to split the community? Fork your coins. And to be quite honest, guys, this is the area where I find the most value add in Decred. It's the decentralized proposal system, Politeia. Hope I got that right. But if I didn't, don't worry about it. The Politeia proposal system plays a vital role within the Decred DAO, empowering stakeholders to manage the Decred treasury expenditures and policies. Proposals to date include the new software features, marketing expenditures, partner integrations, bug bounties, and research. Politeia is a governance platform that uses timestamping and cryptographic what is that word? I ain't gonna say that. To record all the activity related to the submission, discussion, and voting for proposals. Once the proposal passes, the owner is authorized to begin work, knowing the efforts are supported by the community and financed by the treasury. Up Digital, what you talking about? Decred got a treasury? Check it out. Decred has solved the funding problem by directing 10% of every block reward into the project treasury. This ongoing solution funds Decred for generations to come. To this point, the treasury has been managed conservatively with the long-term perspective in mind and cognizant of the release of Politeia in 2018, which transitioned control of funds to Decred stakeholders. Through Politeia, stakeholders vote on budgets, policies, and the direction of the project as a decentralized, autonomous organization, aka DAO. But Dub Digital, what does this mean to me? I don't know what this means to me. What it means to you is this: Politeia is actually a real decentralized governance solution where the community is full control of where the funds are directed. And there will always be funds because 10% of the block rewards are cut off, siphoned into this treasury. This screams to me Tezos vibe, even though this is older than Tezos. It's essentially self-amending because the community at large, and they don't gotta do fundraisers, they don't gotta do bake sales because they're taking 10% of that block reward, baby. This essentially equates to good developers being attracted to working on Decred because they don't gotta sleep on the couch and drink vodka for dinner. No one wants to do that, and that's been the problem in crypto, guys. Everyone's got a lot of passion, but no one wants to sleep on the couch and drink vodka for dinner. A lot of these early blockchains weren't paying developers, so it was like a part-time hobby. That's cool and all, but if you and I are putting our money into a coin, I want some follow-through. I'm not here for fun, and it's good to see that it has an actual proposal system up and running and has been running for a while. Alright guys, right off the bat, the first thing that stands out to me is Atomic Swap tools released with Decred, Bitcoin and Litecoin support. What the heck is Atomic Swaps? I see you've been living under a rock. Atomic Swaps are essentially having the ability to swap between different coins, different cryptocurrencies without using any third party and actually not even leaving your wallet. There's like a coalition of coins out there that are implementing Atomic Swaps within their protocol. And this is important because if you have a coin that's able to run Atomic Swap and integrate with Litecoin, with Bitcoin, essentially your coin is so easily transacted between itself and Bitcoin that in my mind it kind of blurs the line between that coin and Bitcoin. Bitcoin's that big poppy, right? I like the fact that they're integrating with it and not fighting against it. Lightning Network support activated on mainnet. What's Lightning Network? Lightning Network is essentially like a high throughput rail being developed for Bitcoin, Litecoin, other coins that chunk up each transaction. So we're not all sitting here waiting for 10 minutes for a Bitcoin transaction to go through 6 confirmations or even longer. Funny story is, guys, I've actually had a Bitcoin transaction take 23 hours. Merchants don't like that. I don't like that. Nike don't like that. Coca-Cola don't like it. And they have a lot of transactions occurring. Basically, Lightning Network handles a lot of those transactions off chain periodically, updates the main chain, so it just groups everything up into larger groups. The reason I like this is because they're playing ball with Bitcoin, with Litecoin. They're not fighting the large coins. I don't really believe in that. Not trying to take over the universe. They're trying to find their spot within the universe. Yeah. Okay, Dub Digital, I get it. Cool beans, bro. What I really want to know, and what I really clicked on this video for, was to find out where the heck I should pick this up. Well, guys, if you know me, I'll tell you what you should do. I just tell you what I would do. This is not financial advice. I am just a dude on the internet. We penetrated cheap. I think we're in the cheap right now. We might go a little lower to cheap is like good enough for me. Basically, guys, in my opinion, this thing has been a good deal since 138,000 Satoshis basically. Currently we sit at 85,000 Satoshis approximately. How far does the asset have to drop until you find it compelling to buy? This thing's already dropped like 96%. Alright, Dub Digital, I got you, but like, where's this thing gonna go though? We're looking at 3,000 plus on this thing, and I forgot to mention, this thing has the same exact coin supply as Bitcoin. 21 million coins will ever be released. So in terms of tokenomics and comparing to the rest of the market, 21 million coins is a pretty low number. And what do we know, guys? Low coin supply, and if this thing catches momentum like it did in 2017, the price per coin can be extreme. Alright guys, just want to go over Decred real quick, because at this point in time, I think it's sitting on the lows. And I love it when my team brings me a coin that has history. Been in the game since 2015. 21 million coin supply. Pressed about 96% from its all-time high in March 2017. What else you guys gotta hear? If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, probably is a duck. So moral of the story is, Decred's a duck. Just kidding. Decred's looking like fire. If you appreciate the content, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Dub Digital. Crypto news, macro trends. I'll talk to you later. Peace.